Hello and welcome to the channel, it's the Eradicator, and in today's video I want to talk about the creation of an arsenal, something that is extremely important in Star Citizen because, well, we have a lot of FPS missions and now FPS dynamic events as well, and when we die we tend to be losing our equipment too, which can be quite expensive to buy again. Luckily, there are ways for you to build your own arsenal for free with even weapons that you may not necessarily find in shops. Some of these weapons are more powerful or they inflict more damage, they have a better firing rate. So I'll show you where to find them and how to transfer them from wherever they are to your ship and then your starting location. Let's go. And so for the purpose of this video, I am going to be flying around Planet Crusader, of course, the resident gas giant of the Stanton system, and that's because I think that this area offers the most variety of places to loot, because yes, that is where you are going to be building your arsenal, by looting some of the places that you are going to be visiting. Either these are going to be bunkers, or later security post Corée, and finally a drug lab. So we're going to be comparing these three locations. Now, of course, when you're doing bunker missions, this can be quite dangerous because you have NPCs that you have to get rid of. And also the loot here can be quite random. Sometimes you do find some really good weapons, but sometimes you only find some, regular and low interest looting, like, med pens or even fruit. So that's not really something that you want. So we just saw a red box down there that we'll be looting later. First, we need to get rid of those NPCs. There's 10 of them. The NPCs, the friendlies, have already gotten rid of a few, so that's definitely going to be helping. Now, you can see that I'm fighting here with a P4 from Bearing. That's not usually my weapon of choice in Star Citizen, but I do like its accuracy, though. It's a pretty decent rifle if you're into ballistics. It's not really what I like, because I just like the pew-pew of laser guns. Oh, there's one right here. But yeah, very effective though, as you can see, so that's definitely a weapon of choice if you're looking for something effective and that doesn't have that much of a recoil actually. But still, you can see that I only have 15 bullets left. I think that I have a Gallant Energy rifle as well with not a lot of shots left, so it's definitely time to build an arsenal, especially if you're running low on money and you don't really want to spend that amount of cash for equipment that you're going to be losing anyway when you die. That's the thing, in Star Citizen, is if you die, you're going to be losing your equipment unless you go back exactly where you were, and even if you do, you're gonna have to hope that nobody came to loot your own equipment, or that your equipment or your body did not just despawn, because these things happen as well. Alright, got rid of this one. There's gonna be one more, and you can see I am out of bullets. The Gallant Energy rifle also has no more bullets, so that leaves me with my fists only. I think I heard some shots, so there's definitely an NPC nearby. We're going to be circling the bunker. Normally they hide in this little area. I'm very surprised to see that there are not a lot of loot boxes. Normally there's more, so that's what I said. It's random. Sometimes there is, sometimes they're not. We're going to go to other places where you will be able to find those loot boxes at a much more reliable rate than those bunkers. That's definitely, I would say, the last place I would recommend if you want to be looting for some decent equipment. Just looking for the last guy here. I'll show you how to kill those NPCs if you don't have any weapons in 3.17.2. Oh, there he is. They're already busy. I'll take him down from behind. Oh yeah, he's been we'll finish him here with a kick, and there we go. This is how you finish the mission. So you can see in the back of my character I do have two weapons, but yeah, they're empty, so that's kind of useless. So we've got rid of the NPCs. Now it's time for loot. So the red box here is going to be including some weapons. So let's see what they have here. Oh yes, an S71. We're definitely taking it. Why are we taking that S71? You can see I have equipped it here in the back. That's because this rifle, this sniper rifle, it's more like an assault rifle actually, is not available for purchase. You cannot buy it in any shops in the Stanton system, and that is why the game encourages you to go to these locations and loot for equipment, not just because it's free, but also it's going to be giving you an edge over people who will not be making that effort of looking for those particular weapons and then engage in fights, say in PvP fights, for example. Now you may find pieces of armor as well. Now, normally I could have put this helmet in my backpack, but let's say you don't have a backpack, you are going to have to put it outside of the loot box, and you will need a multi-tool. That's the tool that I have right here with a tractor beam attachment. And by using the multi-tool with the tractor beam attachment, you'll be able to quickly send the boxes to the elevator, which is where eventually you want to put all of your loot and then send it back to your ship. So in this case, in this particular bunker, there's not a lot of loot that's really interesting. The other one is actually my own P4 that I'm going to keep because I thought that it was effective and I don't want to be losing it. And that's basically it. I didn't find anything else interesting. I know there was a Devastator shotgun, but I don't like shotguns, and you can buy Devastator shotguns at shops anyway. So that's not really something that I would recommend you waste your time on. So yeah, quite a lackluster area, this bunker. And yeah, it really shows that if you are interested in looting, it's not the thing that it's not the place that you should be going to. So next, don't forget to put back the items that you loot into the inventory of your ship. So in this case here, I'm going to put some medguns that I looted and the recharges too, as well as the helmet that I just got. Now, the next place that we are going to be going to is around the moon of Selene that orbits Crusader, and this is Security Post Carré. Of course, if you're familiar with the channel, you know that I like to go to Security Post Carré, but I'm not the only one who likes to go there. Ever since the introduction of looting, there's been a lot of loot boxes here at SPK. It's definitely a place where players do compete for some of the juicy booty there. And well, first we'll need to find a decent landing spot because that pad here does not have any airlocks, so it's not really practical. We'll land here on pad 04. There you go, right next to an airlock. That's gonna be perfect. And that's also a mission here because I'm not going to places for nothing. And there we go, you can see the S71, very effective. I always recommend you guys to use a scope for the S71. I use a size 2 scope usually because it's not overwhelming, it's still going to give you a good idea of your surrounding enclosed areas like Security Post Carré, and you can still do some decent sniping, although of course it's not going to be as accurate as it long range is. Alright, there's that last NPC. Very easy, and now it's time for having fun. So these are the boxes here you can see with the ammunition on them. That's where you're gonna find some good weapons, and that is a Carnine rifle, guys. One of my favorite guns in Star Citizen. It's quite effective, it sounds awesome, it's very powerful, and obviously it's not available in the verse. We got a couple of other things here, some helmets as well, some undersuits. Now these ones you can buy them as well in the verse, but sometimes you also have subscriber items that you can find at SPK. So that's also something that I found here, some Centurion, some Coldigo, that's what it's called, Coldigo subscriber items, which are those helmets that look like roosters. They're funny looking, but pretty cool as well. So once you're down, put all your loot outside of the ship and just put it inside. You can see that I have definitely looted far more items here than at the bunker, so it's definitely a place that's more worth it. We're gonna go to another place after that you are going to see is even better than Security Post Carré next. So once everything is, let's put it in the ship right here. Once everything is in the ship, again, you're going to have to put it inside the ship inventory, like for example this other S71 that I'm trying to grab. There we go. And next press I for the inventory panel, and as soon as it's going to be highlighted on your character, you'll be able to put it in your ship. There we go, just like this. And you will have to do the same for all of the other items that you looted. Next, we're going to go to the Mobiglass, and look at that, it's in the personal tab. Magic Trick, no, not Magic Trick, sorry, Got a Minute. Don't take Magic Trick, it's not the one that you want to do. Got a Minute here, and this from Ruto. Ruto is like one of the Ninetale recruiters for the criminals in around Crusader. And look at that, this one will take me to Jumptown. Now this is definitely a place where I want to go. You got a couple of places like this. You've got Paradise Cove and Jumptown and Raven's Nest, I think it's called. So these are the 3 drug labs that are located around the Stanton system. There we go. Everybody who's been playing the Jumptown events will know the place, except that today we are not going to be taking any drug packages. We are going to take other packages, which you are going to see very soon. Gonna get the tractor beam. It's just like the drug packages, but instead they're not. So we'll take this one here. Basically, these are remains of somebody who was killed, and that person was put inside those boxes. And Ruto wants me to get rid of those packages. Now, gonna have to make sure to not be scanned by the police when you do that. So it's a very easy mission. Just take the packages, send them to space, and once you're in space, just get rid of them, and that's it. Probably, you know, the atmosphere will decompose the packages. I'll just burn them, and they'll be fine. So we'll just put them outside, and then we'll put them in a ship after that. Just like this. Oh! I forgot to open the door. Well, these things happen, unfortunately. That's fine. I'll take care of this. I'll take care of this right now. Well, I'm just going to grab them from the cutlass. Here we go. All right, the last one we hear. I like how far the range of the tractor beam is in this game. Yeah, it's pretty effective. Okay, we'll close this here. I know I could have jumped off from that door, but no, it's okay. We never know. Sometimes people may come to Jumptown even though nothing is happening, right? We don't want to take any chances. Now, next is where the fun begins, and that is where we are going to be looting whatever we can. Now, there are not a lot of loot boxes there, but there should be of higher quality. So first, we'll go to, we're going to stow. Can I stow? There we go. We're going to stow the multi-tool, and we're going to go into the habitation module. There we go. There's always a little stash here under the desk. Let's see what you got for the Eradicator today. Ooh, look at that. Another Karna. I guess we'll take the Devastator shotgun since we're here anyway. So, I'm taking some ammo as well. I could equip an arc light because I don't have it now, but I am not going to be using the personal tab. Instead, if you look on the left here, local tab, that's the big advantage of Jumptown, is that it has a local inventory from which you are going to be able to transfer your items from the location where you find them, the external location, to the local inventory, and then from the local inventory to your ship. And it's going to be avoiding all the hassle of transferring the items, you know, one by one, you know, with the inventory system, which is a little bit clunky. Instead, you're just using the local inventories, and it's much more practical. So that is why going to a location like a drug lab, for example, is much more convenient than going to, say, a bunker, which I think is the worst place for building your arsenal, or even Security Post Carré, which has some great looting, but it's not practical. You're going to be wasting your time. Definitely much better. Look at this. Yeah, what we have here. Another Karna, and we got a lot of other weapons that I'm not really going to be using here. I see a Custodian. I see 2 Lumen 5s. So that's why, you know, building an arsenal is not necessarily just for you, but it could also be a useful thing. Say if you are, you know, with a group of friends and your friends are also losing their gear and weapons, you know, you can be the guy who's like, hey, it's okay, you know, you don't need to buy anything. I've got you covered. I've got a lot of stuff. I'm going to give you some of my guns. And even if you are not necessarily, even if these are not the guns of your choice, you can still give them to members of your group or members of your organization, and they'll appreciate that. So that's why I'm taking those. Yeah, I'm taking the A3. Yes, all right, still taking the A3. I know some people like the Kodas as well. I don't necessarily like it, but I'll take it anyway. Also, it's not just that, but you can also resell those guns. Obviously, it's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is to make an arsenal, but let's say you're very short on cash. Maybe you're a starting player. You want to have a little bit of money, then you'll be able to resell those weapons as well. And that's going to be something that was going to kickstart your adventures in the game. All right, there should be another one here. Oh yes, dead ahead. And that should be the last one. So what do we have here? Another Karna. So we'll go back into the... Look at that. Look at that local inventory. It's full of guns. So we'll be taking those. Lots of medical guns as well, which is great because later on we are going to deposit everything at Port Olisar. And at Port Olisar you cannot buy any medical gun. So that's awesome. I'm going to be bringing all of them with me so that if I die, then I will not need to go to, say Cruel 1 or any other place that has a clinic, because I'll have all those medical guns. Actually, I have so many medical guns that I decided not to take the last medical guns. Alright, just making sure I didn't miss anything, but I don't think that I did. This is the last room here, that is the drug lab facility. And you can see that, yeah, there really are, there's really nothing here. Normally, that's where you'll be having people looking for the drug boxes, but yeah, I'm still looking for loot boxes, and there's nothing here. That's not really a surprise. Yeah, the machine is not working. There's no jump town event happening right now. So we're back in the ship right now, and we are going to be transferring, this time we have to do it manually, from the local inventory to the vehicle, to the cutlass, everything that we would have looted. And yeah, it's maybe the most annoying part of this whole process, is to manually put everything from the inventory to your ship. So I'm going to spare you the process here, and instead we are going to be leaving the little moon of Yela here, and we are back at Port Olisar with a bang. There's always somebody crashing their ship on the rings, and once you're at Port Olisar, make sure to stay in your vehicle and transfer everything from your vehicle to the station. And that's basically it for this video, guys. This is how you build an arsenal for free in Star Citizen with weapons that you cannot buy in the game. I was a bit disappointed because I wanted to find like an Animus grenade, missile launcher or grenade launcher, but I run out of luck. But you can find some really cool weapons, also railguns sometimes as well, when you are doing this kind of looting, so it's definitely worth checking out. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below. We got a giveaway this month, of course, and this month we are giving away a Gladius Showdown Edition. All you have to do is to answer the question I'm going to ask right now and subscribe to the channel. What is your weapon of choice in Star Citizen? As far as I'm concerned, I have a couple of them. I like the F55 from Gemini. I also like the Karna as well. And if I have a weapon that I would have to buy, that would be the Gallant Energy Rifle. But what about you? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, feel free to join our Discord channel. We've got a lovely community there. And another giveaway where we're giving away a Broden Load package. All of that will LTI. All you have to do is to join our video sharing contest over there, or become a YouTube or Patreon member. Guys, thank you so much for watching. A big shout out to Dr. Fabin, Eric Ohm, Captain Snake, Geek Citizen, the DJ Dun, and Zeo Crusher. It's been the Eradicator. I will see you guys later.